Take two.
Take two. Listen, if you're listening, it's happening right now. If one take, we're actually live, but not really. So welcome to the Dear Video Games podcast, where we're on a quest to bring you fun, inspiring, insightful perspectives on the game industry, its games, and personalities. I'm your host, Mav, longtime streamer, mom, fan of lasagna, obsessed with Cult of the Lambs, with my lovely co-host, Snackless.
Hi, I'm Snackless, longtime streamer, lover of cute, cozy games, retired teacher, and apple sommelier. And we are so excited to be here for episode 9 on the Dear Video Games channel. This episode is recorded offline, so we're not live right now on Twitch, but sometimes if you're lucky, you can catch us live on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern. We're so happy to be here, and just remind you that our episodes do go live every Friday morning super early, so you can get up, wake up with us, and have a great start to your weekend. And P.S. if you're a Patreon supporter, you get episodes early, so you get them right after the show. So if you're listening in early for that sneak peek, congratulations, and thank you so much for supporting us there. And also on Patreon, if you're checking it out, there's lots of offline playthroughs, cute clips, and just like extra silly things of Mav and I together. So if you're looking for more of us, you can catch us there.
And shout out to everyone who is like, why isn't it live? We appreciate you so much. We love being live. Obviously, we're live streamers. We love being able to chat with you as things are happening. But, you know, as schedules get a little bit crazy, we've got to be a little bit flexible. And so as we're going to keep the Fridays consistent, sometimes stream times, y'all know things happen. So shout out to everyone who is listening and still hanging around, even if we're not live this episode.
Thank you so much. Moving on, our theme this month is again still summer solstice, which has been kind of really fun to just transition from the summer, looking ahead to fall. Did you know at the summer solstice, the sun travels the longest path around the sky, and that day therefore has the most daylight? And a little aside to that, Mav lives in the States and I live just north of her in Canada. And the more north or south you are away from the equator, the more daylight you have. So quite often the sun is out here until like 10:45 or 11 in the summer at night. It's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, I was just saying how it doesn't even get dark till like 10 here because we're so far north.
Yes, exactly. We're practically together. Just close your eyes.
In the frozen north.
It's pretty much the same.
Oh my gosh. Well, pause the stream since we currently have Snacks. What have you been up to this past couple of days?
So much Ni No Kuni.
Right.
Like, so I've never played a game like WoW or Ni No Kuni, but like I'm obsessed. It's so fun. I really enjoy it. I don't find the dailies to be a chore. And I think part of that is just because we've built another little snacklet community there, and they're just so nice.
They are
such a joy. It makes it joyful to play and to check in with them and see how their day is going. And I've just been really, really enjoying that so much. Mav and I also enjoyed new Mario Kart tracks and just sucking so bad at Fall Guys. But I do have to tell you, this week in a snacklet date, I won my very first fall mountain crown. Me. Right?
Whoa.
I barely believe it.
That's amazing.
I'm so excited. It is, but I'm not sure if it'll happen again.
There's nothing that feels better than that, especially when now they have this thing called crown shards where you can actually get crowns for winning rounds. So it doesn't have, you don't have to win the whole game, but if you actually win rounds, I just learned, you actually get crowns for it.
Okay, so if you
if you win round 1 or win round 2 or whatever, you get crown pieces and like challenge pieces and things like that. So I had no idea because there's an ice cream cone skin that I really want, but it's from the crown one, and you can get it actually.
How many crowns do you need?
77.
Holy heckers.
But
what do these people think we are?
I'm like
77?
Well, so you get a couple of pieces and it creates a crown, and I've won a few rounds, you know. So,
okay, so they'll add up. All right, I see you. What about you? Tell us what you've been up to this past week.
I've been up to a lot of it. I've actually been playing a lot of Ni No Kuni, like a lot. Like I think I leveled to almost 40 in a week.
Amazing.
And I actually went to try to play Final Fantasy online, and I was really upset because I wasn't sure where the auto quest button was.
Someone do it for me.
Where's the quest? Can I just tap it? What about auto fight? Like those
Hmm.
need them. Like with the times MMOs.
Yeah.
But that game is so much fun and there's so much drama. It's a little
Oh yeah.
juicy. There's
Yeah.
like world drama, there's like
Yeah.
kingdom drama, but
Yeah.
I really love the Snacklet Kingdom.
They're so
Um,
sweet.
I got to watch one of the raids. Well, it
Yeah.
was
We went to
like
Relic War.
a relic war. Okay, so it was like a relic
Yeah.
war, sort of like a battleground where
Hmm.
it was like kingdom versus kingdom, and they're fighting for the relic, and it was really cool
Yeah.
to watch. They streamed it for me, which was so nice.
Hmm.
But
We
yeah,
did lose, but we put up a very good
you
fight.
yeah, you guys lasted quite a while.
Hmm.
And that was really fun to
Yeah.
kind of watch and learn, and
Hmm.
then yeah, like there's like daily world boss things too. So if you're looking for a fun game just to kind of stay active in, make sure to check out Snacklet Army
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
join. They
Jade
need
Cancer server.
yeah,
Hmm.
Jade Cancer, join, come
Yeah.
play.
Join the cancer
Um
server.
and I've been playing this small game, just a small new game. Cult of the Lamb. If you haven't played Cult of the Lamb, I implore you to try it. It is so much fun. Think Animal Crossing sim, building your camp, to roguelite where you get to go and fight in this little kind of like level zone area where
Yeah, it looked like a little dungeon almost. It
yeah,
kind of
it
reminded me
was
of
kind
like
of like a dungeon.
Binding of Isaac in a way because you were like moving from like room to room and
Hmm.
like fighting little
Yeah,
characters.
Finding of
Yeah, watching it's
Isaac.
been so fun.
And then every time you go into one, like a new dungeon one, I guess it's what it's called, you get a new weapon to start off with. So everything kind of starts off
Oh,
fresh. You get
cool.
to pick cards along the way that will kind of help you along the way. And as you beat those, you get to unlock new cards to be able to pick on your way. So it's really fun.
Hmm.
The Twitch integration for it is incredible. Like I don't
Amazing.
think like snacks. You are you
I
were
voted to hurt
there.
you. I'm sorry. I didn't need to confess it. I confessed it on Twitter, but I feel like it wasn't enough. You can like, it will pop up on her screen and it's like, help or hurt. And I was like, hurt. I just want to see. I just wanted to see like
It
what would
always depends on what
happen.
happens in the game because I think I killed someone
But
and
then
then
Jail died.
Jail died and Kelly died and then chat was
Oh
like how
God.
dare you, so they hurt me and then they
Oh
cursed
God.
someone else who was really mad at
No.
me and so he kept chasing me and then there's so many things but
Yeah.
you can essentially um congrats to Devolver Digital and the developing team and thank you so much to them and to Clara for inviting me early. Chat can help or hurt you. They can donate channel points to your altar. That way you can get bonuses and buffs. And you can raffle off your followers actually in your cult. Then they can actually choose what they look like and it'll show like their Twitch character and stuff, which is
So
incredible.
cool.
So if you're looking
So
for a
cool.
game, I got to watch Watts play it actually as a viewer. It's amazing.
It's very entertaining. My eyes were glued to Mav and it was getting late. I'm like, it's my bedtime, but I was like literally staying up so I could donate to the altar. And also I wanted to be a follower. It's really good. It's really, really fun. Highly
I
recommend
was
it.
so hungover. I was done. We had to move this recording because I was like, I'm
Right.
falling asleep. Sax,
We
I'm
had to
so sorry.
reschedule.
But yeah, it was super fun. More on Friday. So if you're listening to this later in the evening, Friday night, we'll be doing more cult things and it'll be late
Mhm.
night. So bring your
Go be a
followingness.
follower. Mhm. Definitely. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. So
Uh,
fun. Can't wait to check it out. Switching over to news and breaking news, I'm going to bring you the whisper of the week. So, the rumor of the week is that EA is rumored to have an Iron Man game, which is super early in development. Shh, don't tell EA I told you.
I wonder if we'll hear anything since we are game changers, if we'll ever test anything. Not that we could
Ooh,
say anything if we
right,
were or weren't. Uh,
correct.
an Iron Man game. Do you think Iron
Hmm.
Man alone is big enough for a game? Do you think it'll be like Spider-Man where it's a story game? Or do you think it'll be like a multiplayer game?
I mean, I don't know, but this is what I'm getting from that. I'm like, oh God, they're gonna take the flying from your feet from Anthem and just like plug that over into Iron Man and then make a use out of it.
That's so true. That's so true. It'll be
For
interesting to
real.
see. Maybe
Yeah.
what if it looks like Anthem and then you call it Iron
Uh,
Man?
you know, Iron Man in the wilderness.
Snacks will know so much. She worked a lot on that game.
I did work a lot on that game. I'm sad it didn't come together in the end, but maybe it was for the best.
That was such a fun. That was so fun.
It was like the idea of flying around was so cool, and the controls actually were like pretty good, and they did put a lot of work into making that smooth and like not like vertigo or like nausea inducing. So there was a lot of work there, and I am sad that it didn't last it out, but that's okay.
But here they are, Iron
Sometimes
Man. Iron Man's here.
things come to an end. And speaking of things coming to an end, Overwatch is stopping selling their loot boxes this month as Overwatch 2 will move to a seasonal battle pass. Mav and I were just speaking about that and how we think that that's such just a better move in
Yeah.
general. So I'm really interested to see how that's received and kind of what that looks like in the game. But
I'm surprised they had that for so long. No one likes that.
yeah,
Like I
well, it's
didn't
being
buy a ton
funny
of skins because I didn't want to buy the loot boxes, right? Like
because you don't know you're gonna get it. Right? Like
exactly.
if you want a Pachimari, like maybe you just want a Patchy. Like I think that's one thing too about like Destiny that I really like is that they have like that seasonal battle pass so you can see there's pictures. It literally says what you get from the free one, what you get from the one you pay, and then they have a store as well. And so then you can very slowly build up different currencies and then they have a paid currency. But then you know what you're using your paid currency for. So
Absolutely.
I really feel like that makes so much more sense. And once again, just in terms of like accessibility for people, and like I don't want anyone to ever be in a bad place just because they were just playing the game that they loved.
Well, also gambling, right? Like loot boxes are
Yeah.
a form of gambling and
Yep.
especially in the gaming community, like that is something that gamers will come hop on for sure before
Hmm.
NFTs. So,
Yeah. Right.
I would love to see less of that and more of it being honest and open. And I think that's where we're headed. So that's really good.
Yeah. Really exciting. Good job, Overwatch. Happy to see the
I
change.
love this next game actually.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so Tribes of Midgard is this really cool tower defense game where it is sort of like it's by Norsefell, but it's kind of Norse. So you have like the gods and Vikings, and there's a season 3. Like I
Wow.
didn't realize there were seasons. um, it's a little
Cool.
difficult because it gets harder over time. There's a huge boss a giant who's walking over to your base, and you're basically trying to build your base to be able to fight this boss
Oh, okay.
um,
I see. I see.
while there are waves of evil creatures trying to enter your base in separate waves. So there's resources you have to leave to go get, and it's really really interesting and really really fun and cool, and I really hope people give this game a try. It's not the biggest game, but it is
Looks
a
cute.
really fun game.
Very visually appealing. Covers are
Yeah.
really nice.
Super
Cool.
appealing. It definitely looks like some uh Unreal Engine situation happening there
Mhm.
where it's just sort of like that upgraded Fortnite
Yeah.
look. But yeah, if you're looking for a fun game to play with a group of friends, it's so much fun.
Ooh.
Literally so
Yeah, I'll
much
keep it
fun.
in mind. Definitely keeping in mind. That's amazing. Speaking of friends and family, Microsoft is testing a higher price but family sharing Game Pass plan. So that would allow up to 5 people to access the same subscription, which I love. I love that. That's so great, so awesome for families and especially moving from when you could have split screen and share games with people to moving to everyone having to have their own. I just like it when we can find ways to let families enjoy things together and just not have to have them pay 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you could actually let people play different games, and now you have to like have the account connected to a game. It's an online
Yeah.
service or stuff going on.
Hmm.
So this is really awesome for me, like being able to have my kids on the plan and not have to get all of them their own. Like I have a horde of children, and
Hmm.
then Snacks knows, as being a teacher, like it's really hard to get that stuff in everyone's hands.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's really awesome.
Really good. This was really interesting. Here's a little bit of drama for you. Microsoft says They claim that Sony has paid for blocking rights, which stops developers from adding their content to Xbox Game Pass. And I was like, ooh, that's some piping hot tea there. Jeez. So I wonder, A, if that's true, and like B, if it is good for them for like saying something.
Well, you know that PlayStation and Sony are trying to make their own Game Pass right now, but they just don't have a lot to offer in terms of like all of these
Hmm.
titles because Xbox has a lot of these titles, right? So,
Hmm.
um, I think we're going to see a lot of like fine print of this stuff. And I don't think that, obviously, I don't believe in console wars. I believe in just business. And there's only so many platforms that we have
Yeah.
here. And so it'll be interesting to see where they like to play nice and where, there's just, it's purely business at this point when there are like rights where it's like keep a game from launching on Game Pass because it's a Sony exclusive or whatever. Like that makes
Hmm.
sense. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see if this has any depth to it,
Yeah.
other than like an exclusive game, on
Hmm.
Sony.
Fair. Maybe they're spinning that way. So tell me what's going with Fortnite.
So okay, so Elden Ring is not on Game Pass. So
Mm.
if you've seen anything on the Xbox Cloud, they're testing a bunch of stuff. It's not on Game Pass. So there's a couple of other games like GTA 5 that were also rumored to be on Game Pass. It's not. Don't worry, you have to pay for it.
Mm.
But yeah, that is for sure not there. And so for Fortnite, Dragon Ball is coming to Fortnite August 16th. So next week,
Interesting.
that's really cool to see
Yeah.
an anime that I grew up on that
Yeah. Is
everyone
it just the
loves.
skins? Like tell me like what's coming? Just
It
skin?
it looks like just skins. I haven't really seen too much else, which I'm sure they will like announce
Hmm.
um more to come, but that has just been the rumor. The only thing that they
Cool.
tweeted out was the dragon.
Oh, right, I saw that.
Um and so everyone was like,
Mhm.
"Oh my god, what's happening?" And so the memes obviously are coming. Like there's
Mhm.
Twitter in all its dumpster fiery goodness, has its benefits when it comes to memes because there's immediate reactions happening to stuff.
Yeah.
So, um, speaking
Interesting. Sounds
of
cool.
immediate reactions,
What?
oh, have you heard of this game called
Oh my.
Forspoken? No?
Just recently.
Have you never heard of this game? Well, I bet you have now. It is
Oh, no.
trending incredibly feverishly. I'll say
Yeah.
fever because fevers aren't usually a good thing.
Yeah.
They're getting some negative feedback, which is the understatement of 2022 because
Man.
as the trailer launched, people had responded immediately and it wasn't even over. It was like
Mhm.
1 minute in and people were like, is this a joke?
Oh god.
Um,
I heard it just doesn't look very good
it
and that the dialogue was, like, kinda controversial, like, was not received well.
which is interesting because sometimes things are bad, like
Mhm.
sometimes people try something different and it doesn't land.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which then you're like, did anyone else watch this? Does everyone there agree that this
Wow.
is good? Because
Yeah,
it's a AAA game, so it's not like they don't have a process. It's not an indie game where it's a smaller
yeah.
team. It's a big game that I don't know.
Well,
Um,
they've been coming under fire and a lot of criticism in the past few months, anyways. Some of the quotes that we found talking about Square Enix was that their Square Enix handling of the studio was like a train wreck in slow motion, which was before they had sold off some of their games recently in May for 300 million. And then the creator of Sonic was just said, he blatantly flat out said, I literally don't think they care about their games. And I was like, okay. And that's definitely kind of along the lines of what we're hearing, which is not so good. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from this. Mav mentioned, I'm surprised they didn't take it down. And then we did talk about how, I mean, it's publicity. So I'm
now everyone knows about
curious.
Forspoken, so it actually
Oh,
kind of
that's
works in their
good.
favor, unfortunately, and that's just how it
Hmm.
works in the day and age that we live in. But
Yeah.
hopefully the game is actually good and it's just bad
Hmm.
marketing at this
Yeah.
point.
Cross your fingers.
Hopefully.
Maybe they'll take something out of it.
Oh God.
Oh, lordy. A new game launched just yesterday called Tower of Fantasy. Unfortunately, it's launched with many shortcomings and lots of bugs. It came with a ton of launch queues, multiple login errors, prompting apologies from devs. It does look cool, like sci-fi-ish, kind of like what we were playing in Ni No Kuni. Like, it's supposed to be like an amazing, immersive, very cool mobile game, with cool like character creation and neat questing and stuff, but I'm not sure. Apparently, that was people were calling for it to come with a lot of shortcomings. So I'm not really sure if that's coming from a rush or from it being too early or just what happened there. But it'll be interesting in a few weeks to see kind of what the player base looks like and how it's
Do you
been received.
remember how Ni No Kuni launched? Was it like,
Well,
did it
they
have a ton of
launched in
issues other
Asia.
than the, sure,
No, because they launched in Asia first, like a
that's
year
right.
ago,
That's right.
and
That's
then
right.
they launched in North America. So,
Oh
no, like,
man, so it's like a
mm,
completely different game too.
yeah,
Um, that's so interesting because like that is normal. So if you're listening and you're like, that sounds terrible, that's super normal. Like if you look
mhm,
at all the MMOs and multiplayer games out there, they really don't get good until a couple years in.
yeah,
Um,
mhm, or they're
and
up and down too,
yeah,
They're just
so
feeling it out with you too.
they're building it out, they're seeing what people are playing, it
Mhm,
service games are another beast. Like it is really tough to make a service game, especially if it's not like Overwatch or Fortnite where it's
yeah,
one board, like one
yeah,
map. Even that is difficult to keep exciting, right? So
mhm,
doing like a multiplayer or something here, Western culture is really hard because we judge it so hard immediately. We don't really
yes, it's true.
forgive much.
Yeah,
We don't want to go back because there's always something new coming. So
mhm,
that's the issue
yes.
here.
I talked about that too, like with early release games. Sometimes I would prefer just to wait
Mhm.
for it to be what it's supposed to be because if it's received poorly and then they fix it, it's really hard to like tell people you fixed it and convince them to come back. And I think honestly, it might be better to wait sometimes.
All the time. Like every
Yeah,
time a game has delayed, which it cost a fortune to delay a game,
yeah,
it's just been better. Like
yes,
all the
yes,
time.
yeah,
Every
yeah.
time.
It's true. It's
unless,
really true.
unless you're like Apex Legends and you
Mm,
showcase as this brand new Apex game and then you launch it the same day. Speaking of
you know.
Apex Legends, Snack,
Yes,
we
season
have a new
14 just came
season.
out. New character.
14. What the heck?
Wild,
I remember
right?
when this game
Wild.
came out.
Me too.
We should play this.
We should. I love Apex, and I've actually gone to some of the season launches. Like I went to one of them in LA. Like it was when we were still doing things like before COVID.
Yeah, we took pictures with the actors that were dressed up as
Mhm.
the heroes. Oh my gosh, before
Yeah.
they unlocked a bunch of new ones.
Yes. So there's a new character advantage, but there's been some unintended side effects, which actually makes me want to play because this is hilarious. So basically, it causes characters' abilities to be mixed up. So you could select one character and receive the abilities of a completely different one. So somebody said they played against a wraith, but they had like a Gibby kit, and it was like extremely frustrating. But
We should play
while I
that
could see that being
tonight.
so frustrating, I think that's so funny. Like, that's hilarious, like, picking a character and having, like, a completely different set of things and then playing against a character who's, like, completely stacked. Like, I think personally that that is hilarious. Maybe they should just make that, like, a mode, you know? It already exists now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
randoms, we'll call it.
yeah. But people have been quite frustrated by that, so I do sympathize with that, but I find that quite amusing, so
Obviously, they're going to fix it. That's why I don't get too upset about
exactly.
stuff like that because that
Mhm.
is like, their quality of life and they don't want their players, developers don't want their players mad. Like
Weird, are you sure?
they're not like, oh,
Weird says
what would
otherwise,
really ruffle their feathers?
right?
We would love to be harassed. Like
Oh my god.
they never think that. So when you're frustrated with the game, just know that their full time is to make sure that that doesn't happen. So
Yeah,
obviously, if there's something in the game that is continually breaking and it's been months and it's still happening,
yeah,
definitely go check out. They have forums, they have upvoting, they have all sorts of stuff. You can tweet at the accounts.
yeah,
They literally have teams of people to get information. So,
exactly, but be nice.
Yeah, be
Okay.
respectful. This is,
Remember.
they have lives too. Like, you're not working on the weekend. And if you work on the weekend,
Mhm.
you're probably not working during the week. So, like, just be
Mhm.
respectful. I swear I will find you.
Yeah, be kind. Someone's always watching, you know? It's good to just be a good person.
Speaking of watching, oh, we're on a roll
Oh, yeah?
today.
Glitching right over to Twitch and Glitch News. Something exciting's happening. Hashtag what, Mav?
Hashtag tags are on Twitch. We already knew this, but they're custom.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting. So make sure to tag Ladies Night if you
Mm-hmm.
are going to be doing anything with ladies or Dear
Yep.
Video Games. And you
Hashtag
can
your video games. Get the word out.
get it out there. Hashtag it, add it to your stream. We'll have it on our stream. Let's link up
Yeah,
this
exactly. Mav and
hashtag.
I'll have like 20 hashtags like this.
Hashtags. So
Cute.
funny, so funny. I'm really excited to see. I'm so glad they released the hold on these hashtags. I
Mm-hmm.
really would love to see the trends on Twitch on like what people tag and what people
Mm-hmm.
gravitate towards. That is algorithmic basing
Yeah.
without having an algorithm. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited
Right.
to,
Interesting.
yeah, I'm excited to see what we end up doing with it, or if it ends up not being used at all.
Yeah, that's quite
No one
possible.
understands tags in any platform. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I don't
Well,
know.
fingers
Hopefully
crossed.
we'll see.
Hashtags crossed. In our mini tech talk today, I'm pleased to let you know that Steam has added support for Nintendo Joy-Cons. So that's kind of cool.
I
I'm
wonder
not
what that
100%
means.
sure. I'm not 100% sure like how that works. I just read about it and was
What
like,
does this mean?
that's really cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm all about accessibility in whatever way that we can do that, whether that's like physically or financially or access. And I'm just happy to see people working together, having
Yeah.
different options and ways that people can access games and just like have fun.
Yes.
Because games are meant to be fun. All right,
Mhm.
Mav, let's open up the books and take a peek into our game library. If you've ever wondered what Mav and I do when we're supposed to be working, we play games. Okay. Sometimes we get on to plan the pod, and I'm typing away, and she's like, "Do you want to play a game?" And then I'm like, "Yeah,"
Do you
because
want to play a game? I'm like Joker.
spooky. So that was me this week. We're in the middle of planning the pod and we're watching Twitch and we're just chatting. And I found this game called Backpackhero and it actually has a free demo on browser. So I was like, oh, cool. We should talk about this game. It looks interesting. And I was kind of making fun of it because it's an inventory management game. But then when I clicked on it and had a browser, I sent it to Mav. So instead of working, we were totally playing the Backpack Hero browser demo. And it was actually so, so fun. So it is developed by Jaspel and published by Jaspel and Indie Arc. And it just released on August 5th. Wait, August 15th of this year. Oh, I maybe it's not out
It's
yet.
not out yet.
It's
Monday.
coming out. Oh, it's because we played the
We played
demo.
the
Oh my
demo.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming out on August 15th. So right away, it is an inventory management game, but like fun. Okay, because at first I saw this and I was like, inventory management. I want to enjoy myself, okay? I don't want to
I need
rearrange
extra bags.
life. But it was so fun. So, in this game, you collect weapons, snacks, and more as you explore the dungeon while rearranging your backpack on your quest for a cheesy treat. We played it. It was a really
It's
cute challenge.
sprightly. It's super cute. Check it
Mm-hmm.
out. It's free. It's in the browser. Backpack
Mm-hmm.
Hero. You're a cute little
So cute.
mouse. Go fight.
Definitely, definitely check it out. It was really fun, and if you really love it, then you could definitely get the actual game.
Let us
But the
know.
demo was awesome.
Let us know if
Mm-hmm.
you play it. We'd love to know what you think too, because
It was, yeah.
it was super cute.
It was really amazing. And the cool thing about it is it's a very simplistic idea until the weapons start turning diagonally and then they're like, "Oh, only affects items to the right of it or to the top of it." And then you're getting cursed and like it's really fun. Really liked it. Really enjoyed it. Okay, how do you say this game? Your
um
turn. Your turn to be right.
Catizens,
I think it's like citizens. Yeah, like
like
catizens.
Catizens,
Yes.
Catizen, Citizen
Mhm.
on Steam,
Mhm.
inspired by RimWorld and The Sims, which is,
Yes, it is a colony management and sim game of cats.
oh, it looks like Simtown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
developed by Bad Optic Games and published by HeroCraft, it comes out right away as well. Early access on August 17th.
ooh, that's so
Mm-hmm.
cute. I can't wait to see.
Okay, it's your turn to read my
Okay.
stellar description.
Meow 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 meow. Oh, sorry. You don't want it in
Amazing.
cat? Hold on.
Language change.
Okay, for the humans on the back. Care for a colony of cute cats with a variety of perfect personalities. Build and expand your settlement while exploring the land, waving your whiskers at wildlife and overcoming catty challenges. So cute.
One day someone will
Uh,
hear these and appreciate them.
Cute community challenge.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a cute way to have like
Oh,
a
sure.
challenge of like building a community of cats and like
I wish
exploring
it
and
was Twitch
expanding.
integrated. I'm obsessed now. I'm obsessed. Please, if you're listening and you're a developer, add Twitch integration. Please
Mm-hmm.
let me put my chat to work in these farms. Like, look at there's a farm. You can craft stuff. You can build stuff. Like, let me make Novak go and water all the
Mm-hmm.
plants. I won't feed him poop. I
I was
promise.
just gonna say, don't feel jailed the poop because he's dead. So, you know. Oh my God. I want to be in the cult.
I
Collect
know.
me.
I
Put me in the cult. Put me to work.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? So this game looks super cute.
Mhm.
And if you play it, let us know. Check it out.
Mhm. Today we're talking about something a
Mm.
bit different, which is a
Yeah.
board game called Everdell. I haven't played this game in person, but I have seen it at board game cafes, and I did play it on like an online board game. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's basically like a way for you to play board games online, but now it's actually on Steam. So it looks so cool. Developed by Direwolf and published by them as well. This came out on July 28th of this year. It is a strategy board and card game. So it has this, it's just the
It looks
graphics
so
are
cool.
really, really beautiful. It's like a big giant tree and you're essentially like building your own little forest. So you spend 4 seasons harvesting resources to build a village of woodland critters and create a strategy through building a community. It's a pretty simple concept, but everything kind of impacts each other. And so I really enjoyed it when I played it. And I bet that this integration, like this version of it, is an even better way to play the game, like less glitchy. And I think I might give it a go.
You should. This looks amazing. This
Hmm.
reminds me of the horticulture game.
Yes, Strange Horticulture, which
Yeah.
I'm about to finish.
Oh.
I think I say that every week, and I haven't finished
I
it.
started
The
it last
challenges are
week. I'm
hard.
about to finish it.
The challenges are hard, okay? But we're getting there.
It looks
We're
like a
getting there.
difficult game. So I
It's
I
challenging.
congratulate you for sticking with
I
it
like
cuz
a little challenge though.
I think
I
you
like
like
it.
that. I think you like your customers being a little sassy. I think that
They are sassy. It stressed me out. He's like, "You gave this to me and now I have bumps." I was like, "Maybe you had them before." Okay? I can't be responsible for all of your body. I'm like, "God." Meanwhile, I've got like a cult banging on my back door. It's a bit intense. There's a bit
Oh
going on
my
there.
gosh. So cute. Check it out. I love that there are board games coming to online games. Like, I mean, you
Mhm.
see it with like Magic,
Mhm.
you now Everdell, and a bunch of other games would be so cool to play online.
Mhm. Definitely.
Speaking
Definitely.
of playing online, this was about the
Yes.
Tower of Fantasy, the game we were talking about a
Yes.
little earlier that
Yes.
just came out. The developer is Perfect World. It came out yesterday. Today's
Mhm.
the official
Last
day.
day. Yeah.
MMO open world RPG. Explore the alien planet of Ada. Discover
Mhm.
precious resources, conflict, and catastrophic disaster. Wield new weapons and work together and overcome epic enemies as you discover your own playstyle. Um, Really cool that it's on the phone.
Yeah.
Can you
We love
crossplay
that.
though? I'm pretty sure you can, right?
Oh gosh, I would think so.
I
Like
hope
on Ni No
so.
Kuni, I can play on my phone or on PC, and that's really nice.
What do you
There are
prefer?
some glitches. Well, I prefer my PC because I can leave it running and I can farm forever, but the PC is a little bit glitchy because it's meant to be a mobile game. It's
Yeah.
nothing super crazy, but there's a few glitches there. But it's really nice because then if I want to use my phone and I need to farm, it's nice to have an option. I appreciate having the option. So, yeah, I don't know. Tower Fantasy is having a few problems, but I am a little eye on it over the next few weeks.
Yeah. I'm always
See what.
hesitant to hop on an MMO, but like Ni No Kuni was the perfect example of like, oh, Snacks is into it, everyone's into it. That's when you know that
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty good. Pretty
It's
good.
so fun. 100%. So fun. Okay, it's time to switch it up with our Dear Nintendo section. Tell me what's new with Nintendo. You know what? That's a really good title. What's
What's
new with Nintendo?
new with Nintendo? Nintendo seems to always be doing something. So if this is your first time listening, we always do a Nintendo segment towards the end of the show. So if you're interested in Nintendo news, we have got it for you. It is very
Mhm.
special to us. We are obsessed with our Switches
Love
and
them.
have grown up with Nintendo just like everyone. And
Hmm.
so we decided to create a segment. So if there's anything that we miss or things that you want us to cover or talk about, let us know. Make sure you tag us at Dear Video Games. But this
Hmm.
game is something that has been very busy and popular in my house. My son constantly is asking, like, where is the new one? And so, Splatoon 3 is finally coming soon. There was which is so funny that there are a bunch of different little showcases. We were just
Yes.
talking about that.
As opposed to like a big direct, we've
Yeah,
had what was that other one called that I didn't like? Something something
Xenoblade
3.
Chronicles 3.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, right, right. They had their
Which
own
has
direct.
Sony awards, and I think you would actually like it, but I've
I
never played it. You never played it.
It just disappointed me because I was waiting for Mario Kart. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the game or that I like wouldn't play it, but anyway, I digress. Splatoon had its own little direct August 10th. And this is kind of funny. 2 days before that, Nintendo almost leaked it. So there was like two countdowns going on, one in Europe and somewhere else, and they had a 10-minute countdown on YouTube until the direct started. And then when there was 3 minutes left, they caught it. So I feel like that's really funny, and I'd love to see the repercussions of that conversation. God, I would be sweating. Anyway, so it did come out, and there's lots of really cool updates and neat things to talk about. And so looks like there's going to be 12 new maps slash well, tell 12 maps and stages, and 5 of them are new. And there's going to be more to come in DLC updates. Out of the whole thing, I thought the coolest thing was that there are lockers now. So you can personalize your locker and it will show off your recent opponents, some of your stats,
So
emotes,
cute.
splash tags. Like how cool is that? So
Literally
I
so
really
cute.
thought that looked awesome, and lots of little treasures, like little cute things to uncover, which I like in a game. It has a mini game called Table Turf Battle. You can collect 150 cards, and basically you play your cards to control a 2D board, and the board kind of looked like Tetris-y pieces of you gaining control. It was really cool, really cool. I love that. I love like a little spin-off. So
I love
look.
that so much. Splatoon has always been so great. I remember when it first came out, the
Hmm.
fact that it's has such a huge following is really interesting to me because
Yeah.
I mean, it's arcade style game, right? So they finally found a way to make a game that's arcade style and replayable and really fun to play. And
Hmm.
there were like esports of this game. Okay. So
Yeah.
it gets pretty intense. And some people
It
this is
does
their
get
only
intense.
game they play. So to have a
Yeah.
third one come out while we have the new Switch and the OLED that just came out, like I cannot wait to see all of the
Hmm.
upgrades and everything, even graphically with this game,
Yes.
because
It
it
looks really
has
cool.
it looks amazing.
And the only downside is that there are still no in-game voice comms, so you have to use the Nintendo Switch app to talk online. And I think a majority of people use Discord, but that is something just to kind of be aware of.
Which
And
I think it's awesome. I mean, it's also it stinks, but it's awesome
mhm,
because currently in the world you cannot combat toxic voice comms, and
yes,
Nintendo is family friendly and more video game toys before anything. So the
mhm,
only way you can combat it is to not have it. And
yeah,
I respect that. I respect Nintendo for sticking to, making sure it is super family friendly. Like you can't even text really. There's no voice chat, there's no text chat. There's nothing. You
mhm,
can't emote on people. Like you
yeah.
can't do anything. So,
Maybe that's a good thing. So I have to see. I feel like there's ways to communicate with people and they'll find a way anyway. So
Totally. Totally.
very exciting news. Kirby's Dream Buffet has a date. I've been waiting. A few days ago when we were taking notes for the pod, all I had written here was mystery tweet. But now they have a date. It is August 17th of this month. I'm so excited. It's like Kirby Chaos 4v4. Eat me, I'll punch you. I'm so excited. It looks so fun. It's like Mario Kart, but like Kirby platform. I hope it's fun. It looks really cool. I'm really excited to play. And if you're listening to this and like we're friends or maybe we're not friends, I want to play you. So download the game and then play me. Try to eat me. Catch me.
Play me.
I'm excited. I'm really
Oh,
excited.
I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to see it. I love more games that we can play at night with our community, the
Mm-hmm.
better. Like we like to play games together and then we like to stream together and we like playing games that everyone can play together. So this will
Exactly.
be
We
one
just
of
like
those
being
to add.
together.
Yeah.
So
We're just always together. We're actually in the same room. Like just
hanging
can't see
out.
it.
Right, exactly. All right, Matt, closing things up. Tell me what you're doing this weekend and next week. What do you got coming up?
Okay, everyone, buckle up because it's just lost the lamb, cold to the lamb. I put lots
Amazing.
of cold to the lamb, but like, let's be honest, it's tomorrow. It's going down Friday night. Cold to the
Mhm.
lamb. Come try to be a follower. I might try to sacrifice you. I need the power. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
come join me in snacks. I will sacrifice you, and then maybe I
Don't
can res
sacrifice
you.
me.
And just
Do
don't poop
not.
on people, okay? Jeez. Uh, a few
Oh,
announcements next week. So
oh, exciting.
exciting. Um, it's so funny. What did Xbox tweet? Xbox tweeted a couple days ago. I retweeted it and it says, "Healing era over. We are now in our DPS era." And I feel that
Oh,
so much. I feel like I've been in a healing era and now not the villain era. I don't think I'm villain era ready right now yet, but like DPS. Like we're doing some
hmm
damage, we're making some
hmm
moves, and I'm excited to share. And then
How wonderful.
for the last day of summer, I'm sure I'll probably go and swimming or just be in the
Yeah.
sun before we have none.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Even today, I went for a walk today and it's like overcast and I was like, oh,
Yeah, you're like the
fall,
wind is a little
it's coming.
oh, it's hanging on
Yeah.
there. What are you
Yeah.
up to? What are you doing this
Speaking,
week?
yeah, of like stretching out the summer, this weekend I'm actually visiting Southern Alberta with some friends and we're going to do some really fun shoots for Fan House. So I'm really excited to do something different there.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like it's fun to just sneak away, even just for like a day or two. And there's like this cool like mushroom convention this weekend that I'm like going to go check out because
You
I'm like really,
should. Can you
I
please
don't know
wear
a lot about
something like
mushrooms.
foresty and like fairy?
Actually, I have a beret that I made and it has spots on it and it's red. It's like a mushroom hat.
Oh
Should I
my
wear
god,
it
you
or is
should
that
wear
too much?
it. You
Is
should
it
wear
embarrassing?
it.
Oh my
You should
god.
wear it with mushrooms.
And then I have a few streams coming up this week and weekend, and we have movie night on Sunday night, and we do ladies' night usually on Thursday or Friday night. So lots of like fun stuff. I'm gonna finish Strange Horticulture, and Mav and I are gonna be playing Raft. So very exciting things there. So, yeah, that kind of wraps it up for us today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to us and allowing us to welcome you to your weekend. Links for the games and the topics that we talked about today will be in the podcast and YouTube info section. So, definitely check them out, especially if you want to, play some of the demos that we mentioned or check out some of those new games. We checked them out and we thought they were absolutely awesome.
And thank you so much for listening and supporting. Make sure if you haven't yet, subscribe to the podcast. All of the platforms are everywhere. If we're not on a platform that you enjoy, please let us know. We literally are everywhere. Subscribe everywhere. Make sure you listen. If you have a chance, make sure to rate us 5 stars and leave a comment. We'd love to shout you out. And thank you for hanging out with us on our weekly gaming show, which is it's kind of like games in the week. So it really is like an introduction to the weekend for your ears. So if you're looking for something to listen to while you play, big shout outs to Peapod for being our patron. Appreciate you so much. If you'd like to join, make sure to go to patreon.com/dearvideogames. There's a couple of different tiers you could join if you would like, where we also feature behind the scenes goodies. And maybe in the future, in a couple of months, there might be some vlog action. So make sure
Yep.
to check that out. And if you, yeah,
Get all signed up so you can get a sneak peek into what we're going to do together. And just a reminder that we are doing some offline and online recording. So, Mav and I's schedules are a little crazy. So when we can be live together, we'll be live. And when we can't, we will record the show for you. And if you are listening and you'd like to watch, you can catch the video version on YouTube. So thank you again for being here and spending time with us. We really and truly appreciate it. And we wish you a wonderful weekend.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week.